Right, so we're gonna move on to, again, like what we've mentioned dun sa last video, we're gonna move on to a new section or new module dito pa rin sa ating chapter 1 or domain 1 kung saan we're talking about general security concepts pa rin. Pero this time, our sets of lessons or video lessons will be focused on fundamental security concepts. So we're moving on to 1.2 this time. Okay, and then ang una nating topic, ang una nating pag-uusapan, this is very important, is what we called CIA. Okay, so confidentiality, integrity, and availability. And you should know, or you must know, that data or assets, since we are talking enterprise security here, should be protected at all cost, at all time from unauthorized people and activity. So yun yung pinaka-goal, or ito yung pinaka-goal ng cybersecurity or security in general. Diba? So when we are talking, for example, in an enterprise data or asset, so this includes yung mga trademarks ng company, yung mga processes and procedures ng company, yung mga customer information ng company, as well as yung mga financial data, other trademarks, other transactions, and so on and so forth, yung mga confidential data and so on and so forth ng company, as well as yung mga assets ng company, mga servers, systems, information, and so on should be protected, should be, tawag dito, should be available and has an integrity. Kumbaga, yun yung pinaka-goal. Okay, yun yung pinaka-goal or pinaka-aim natin. That's why we are putting security measures. Okay, so in this video lesson, we're gonna talk about CIA. Okay, so meaning, again, just to reiterate, ang ibig sabihin ng CIA is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So ano yung ibig sabihin ng mga to? That's what we're going to talk about each, para nang sa ganun, mas maintindihan natin ng mas malalim. Okay, so when we say confidentiality in context of CIA and in context of cybersecurity or fundamental security concepts, this refers or this means that the data or the information is only accessible to those who are authorized to access them or to manage them. Meaning, kung sino lang talaga yung allowed or kung sino lang talaga yung authorized na makakita, makaalam, mag-manage ng information or ng data na yon, sila lang talaga dapat. So, if we're going to put this in an organization or enterprise level, for example, sino lang ba dapat yung makaalam ng mga tatanggaling empleyado? Di ba? So, most likely, mga HR employee yan, yung mga boss ng mga empleyado na yon and so on. So, confidential. As well as, pwede rin naman, sino lang ba dapat yung mga alam ng mga ilo-launch na product? Diba? So probably product team, marketing team, as well as yung mga director and VP nung mga concerned team na yon. So dapat confidential yon, diba? As well as sino ba dapat lang yung makakaalam ng salary ng isang empleyado. So dapat yung empleyado lang mismo as well as yung boss niya and other HR executives, diba? So dapat hindi yun alam ng ibang empleyado. Does that make sense? You getting the point here? So dapat confidential. Kung kanino lang talaga dapat or kung sino lang talaga dapat ang authorized, as well as kung sino lang talaga dapat yung dapat makaalam or makakita or mag-manage ng data or information na yun, sila lang talaga dapat. So if we are putting this, for example, in a B2B setup, like business to business, so dapat hindi nalalaman ni business A at saka yung mga trademarks, yung mga launch plan, yung mga ilo-launch na products, as well as yung mga ingredients, for example, secret ingredients and so on, or secret trademarks nung company B. Kasi confidential yun sa kanila. Ganun din si company A kay company B. Does that make sense? So, kasi pwedeng magamit yun. For example, nalaman ni Samsung na ang iPhone 20 na ilo-launch ni iPhone or ni Apple would be a solar na. So, if that information leaked over the internet, for example, pwedeng mapurnada yung launch, hindi maging successful yung launch ng product na yun, and so on. So, that's just a high-level brew and a basic example. Pero you get the point. Confidentiality meaning those information should be intended to those who are authorized to access, manage, or oversee them. Does that make sense? Good. Now, when we say integrity naman, ibig sabihin yung data or information is basically accurate and trustworthy. Ibig sabihin dapat hindi na altered, hindi na bago, hindi na tampered. So kung ano yung data, dapat as is. Does that make sense? So for example, kanina pinag-uusapan natin, sabihin na natin in an enterprise or organizational level, consider a transaction sa GCash, for example, or sa bank. Sabihin na natin, di ba? If, for example, nag-send ako sa'yo ng 1,000 pesos, So, dapat kung ano yung balance ko, mababawasan ng 1,000 pesos lang. And from that transaction, dapat yung recipient, o sabihin na natin sa'yo ko sinend, dapat yung balance mo, madadagdagan ng 1,000 pesos lang. So ngayon, pag nagkaroon ng discrepancy, walang integrity yung transaction na nangyari doon sa app. So meaning, walang integrity yung GCash. Just for the sake of example. So dapat yung data, it ensures accuracy or it has accuracy and trustworthiness. Doon natin pinapasok or doon pumapasok yung tinatawag nating integrity. So ganun din sa mga, for example, yung mga laman ng database ng mga bangko, ng mga company natin, and so on and so forth. So dapat hindi sila natatampered, hindi sila na-altered. So dito papasok yung mga pag-uusapan natin in the near future, in the future lessons ng mga cryptography, encryptions, and so on and so forth. Okay? So malinaw tayo dito, integrity, accuracy, and trustworthiness of the data or the information. Okay? So basically, it involves preventing unauthorized modification, alteration, or destruction of the information or the data. Okay? So now, the last one is what we call availability. So availability naman pertains or ensures that the information, the data, the resources are accessible or available when needed. So, for example, di ba, kanina nabanggit natin, we're using GCash app. So dapat every time we need, the app itself available siya. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya down unless it's a scheduled maintenance or yun nga, may ginagawa silang update for example. Pero dapat laging available yung app. Okay? So, meaning yung mga information na connected dun sa app like yung database, yung mga servers nila and so on, dapat laging up, ika nga, hindi nadididos, hindi affected ng malware and so on. So, dapat laging available. So, pag pinag-usapan natin in context of enterprise or organizational level, dapat yung mga services na pinoprovide natin sa customers natin, like for example, we are providing a call center service, ganyan, mga technical support and customer service, yung mga calls nila dapat, yung mga system natin dapat laging up, nang sa ganun yung mga customer natin na support natin. Di ba? Now, in terms of, sabihin na natin a small business, like you have an online store, like a Shopify store, or like a Lazada or Shopee store in a small scale, for example, dapat yung services na yun laging naka-up available as well as yung information na yun. Does that make sense? Nakukuha? Okay, so that what pertains to availability. Okay? So, dapat laging up yung system, yung resources, and accessible and usable when needed. So, it involves preventing disruptions or denial of service. So, dapat, yun nga, hindi lang siya up, dapat secure din. Kasi, syempre, kahit naka-up, kung hindi naman secure, there could be a time na pwede siyang ma-attack, ma-disrupt yung service, as well as ma-DDoS, and so on. So, kasama yon if we are, kumbaga, providing availability dun sa mga services and systems natin. So, dapat secure. So, dito papasok yung tinatawag nating, again, yung resiliency, like redundancy and so on, backup and so on, na pag-uusapan natin in the future lesson. So, basically, that is the concept of what we call CIA or confidentiality, integrity, and availability in context of cybersecurity. I'll see you on the next video.